What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Ball Pit. And we've got some stuff to bounce on. A weirder sentence has rarely been spoken. Let's see what we can get done here. No, did I send them all out again? Oh my god. What a bad angle. That's why I'm not good at pool. You know what? We did just make a ton of cash. Holy crap! The Human Torch, man. Did he max out? What the hell? The game couldn't give it to me, huh? I didn't realize that was a thing that would happen. We did finish our trophy, but because of my bad angle, we're not going to finish any of this stuff. I need to take this out. If I took these out, this wouldn't have happened. So we'll just spend the money to harvest, whatever. And this time, we'll try a little different trajectory. And the money we made from last time will cover the cost, basically. Once again, though, I should have taken... Oh, god dang it. Whatever, man. Went to a buddy's house the other day and played some pool. Had some fun. Still not that good at it. Grew up with a pool table. Played it every now and again, but never really got good. Whatever. Let's go and jump into... Oh, we're probably never playing this guy again on camera. The tactician. This was very boring. Let's go ahead and I want to do some more runs here. We've got characters that haven't even beaten, like the fungal forest. This guy's kind of boring. He chooses all the upgrades for you. I kind of don't like that. Let's take these two characters. Make sure, let me read them real quick to make sure they don't, they have some synergy. They're not like nombos with each other. So, the Repentant, each time they bounce, but when they hit the back wall, they return to the player. And this guy, the balls shoot from the back. So the balls will hit the back, hit the units, and then bounce back up and then return to me, which will in turn make them shoot back. I don't know, maybe this is an insane combo. At the very least, we'll check it out. Let's back up here. Hold on. Yeah, we'll start with you because you're getting the 25% gold bonus. And then we'll take you to the fungal forest. And also you got the dark ball, which kind of sucks. Yeah, let's go to the fungal forest and knock that out. We still have a blueprint there we haven't discovered. Not sure if we'll get it today, but we'll try. And when we come back, I promise you guys we'll not mess up our stuff. So this guy's whole deal is he does crits. So let's go ahead and take the Deadeye Amulet. Maybe we do a crit build. Well, we cleared that awfully fast. I don't know if that's going to be indicative of how strong we are. The balls bounce back. They come to us, but by coming to us, that just means they go back to the back. I feel like this is strong. I don't know how getting these, like, balls that can pass through enemies is going to ruin this. This is probably one of the rare instances where those types of balls aren't as good. Let's very quickly get our fireball up to level 3. Get rid of those as soon as they spawn. There we go. Nice to be able to target them down. This character takes a little getting used to, having the reticle in a weird spot. I love the extra crit. But we're not really... I mean, are we able to hit things from the right side? It's a little tough. Maybe the crit build's not that good. In the last episode, we beat the Heavenly Gates, or whatever they were called. And by doing so, we unlocked... I didn't really mean to pick that up yet. We unlocked some new stuff. We unlocked a new ball and a couple new passives that synergized, I think, with effigies. Let's banish this. Let's banish this. Let's re-roll. Yeah, let's take the ruby hilted dagger. That's a good one. Hit enemies in the back and we're going to crit. That's most of what we're doing here. So I'm expecting to win this run. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but we've got so many advantages now that we didn't have the last time we came here. I mean, starting with a level 3 ball and then getting to choose another ball right off the bat, then getting to start with a free passive. Those are such massive advantages. This could be pretty cool. Sure, we haven't even seen that yet, so let's try it. We can bounce a million things off of it. Get a lot of value, but we've got tons of evolutions. We have really so many. What does Noxious do? Passes through enemies and applies 3 stacks of poison to nearby enemies within 2 tile radius. So this way we can kind of get rid of the Shadow Ball. We can build the Blizzard Ball, which is really strong. The Inferno Ball, or the Frozen Flame. I'm going to take the Noxious Ball. It's really good, and it kind of does us a favor. Let's clear all this, and that way we can focus on hitting the well. Balls go through enemies and deal 20% bonus damage when hitting them from the side. Let's just hit the hell out of this thing. Gotta make sure we're clearing everything else, but as long as we're clearing that, I'm happy to hit. Get rid of this mage guy. Well, I think they're good. It's hard to tell exactly what we're getting. We'll take the Frozen Flame. It doesn't look like it's just like drowning us in gems, but maybe it's dropping more things than I can see. Sure, we'll take an egg sack. And they're spawning fast enough that we're always going to have at least 2 on the board. And this mini ball should get crushed. Was hoping for something that could merge with the egg sack, but it looks like we're not going to get that. So let's take another... Do we reroll? Feels weird to reroll some perfectly good balls, but I guess we will. Whatever, we'll take that. And let's just focus killing this guy. I was going to say, if it's going to be easy, at least we should test stuff out. For the love of the game, you know? Could add some lasers to some of this stuff. Make sure we kill those speed boosters as soon as they spawn, man. I mean, is this thing giving us a lot of experience or not? It doesn't look like it. Might not be the right character to take advantage of these. It seems like it is because we can really focus it, but we're not getting a lot of bounces. I don't know. The smart money is probably just to ignore it. Focus on killing everything like you normally would. Grab that. Come down here and grab this. Fuse these two. Adding a little more AoE should make a pretty damn strong ball. Yeah, okay, with this combo and these characters, we shouldn't take any balls that pass through enemies. I think that's just 100% true. It kind of wrecks a lot of the strength of these characters. We'd like to see something that can synergize. Take a free reroll. I mean, this is all fine, but I was hoping to see a fourth ball for us. If there's a building that we have yet to unlock that gives us a fifth ball slot, I mean, that's what we really need. We've got one that we're currently building that'll give us a fifth passive slot. Which at the end of a lot of our runs, we end up running out of potential upgrades and then having to take supplies instead of upgrades. But I'm kind of hoping that as this gets harder and harder... Yeah, we'll take that. That we actually have a need for the additional passives is what I was going to say. Let's take the lightning ball. The ghost ball, like I said, it passes through. Maybe that's something we don't want. Whereas the lightning ball can get stuck back here and do a lot of work. And let's see how long this particular mini boss can last. I mean, not long. Okay, when they drop a brick like this, it makes me happy to have the balls that can pass through. Oh, and it's our first chance to see the charm ball. Each hit has a 4% chance of charming the enemy for 5 seconds. Charm units walk up the board and attack enemies. That's really cool. Let's see if we can notice that effect happening. %4 chance is not very high. I have to imagine that goes up as we level the ball. Tempted to take a baby rattle. Just to fill out that slot. It's a decent passive. We don't really have the synergy built around it, but it's okay. Take that, please. A couple good upgrades. Nice. Oh, by the way, happy Veterans Day to everybody. Thank you for your service, anyone who served in the armed forces. I did 4 years back in the day in the Army. Went to jiu-jitsu today, trained with a bunch of my buddies. Kind of funny, everyone, of like the 15 people that were in there, every single person had served in the armed forces. Not surprising. It was just funny, we were all looking around telling each other thank you for your service. I'm certainly the least decorated of all the people that were in there. It's always fun when you can joke about that sort of stuff. Military humor is its own thing, man. Awesome, we got a new evolution. Cool, lightning and charm. I was trying to remember that. If the ball is good, anyway. And what do we get? Love Struck. Inflicts Love Struck on hit enemies for 20 seconds. They have a 50% chance of healing you for 5 health when they attack. Okay. Huh. But does it do damage? There's no damage stat on this. Weird. Do we pick up another charm ball? Let's grab an egg sack. Once again, the weird sentences that come out of my mouth whenever I play this game. Always curious if people that listen to my videos or watch my videos are veterans. How many of you guys are out there? I don't know. I said I did my 4 years. Unfortunately, I got sick. Got really bad ulcerative colitis. And had to be medically discharged, which sucks. I had planned on doing the full 20. Had a pretty sick job. And now you're going to ask, what was the job? Kind of weird secret squirrel stuff. But it was fun. I didn't get a chance. I trained it a lot, didn't get a chance to do it. Part of it was learning Russian as another language. That was cool. I mentioned the other day I've been back on, or I got on Duolingo to keep my Russian language skills up. But man, that app kind of sucks. If I didn't already know a lot of Russian and understand the grammar rules, at least the basic grammar rules, it would be very difficult to really learn anything from that, especially if you're doing the free version. Like if I was trying to do a different language, like learn Spanish, like I'm in Texas, I really wish I knew Spanish instead of Russian. My kids are learning Spanish. My ex-wife knows Spanish. I don't know Spanish. And I can speak Russian to basically no one. Unless I want to get a mail-over bride. Which I do not want to do, for the record. For the record, I don't. Alright. Final boss is just a collection of nerds. Wow, look how sick the laser went down there and did work. Keep up the dodges. Just keep them coming down right in the center. Ooh, this is going to be a little tough. Yeah, we need to make sure we're focusing down here because we need to take care of these guys with the balls that we have that pass through, but ended up being moot. Our DPS was insane. We've unlocked yet another character. Unbelievable. We left a character on the table without noticing. Okay, let's hope we have the resources to build that back at home. But I was not expecting to get another character blueprint. That's awesome. So we've got 2 new characters to try. Let's go ahead and try to build that. Not very expensive. Love it. So we have nothing to build. Excellent. So let's come down here and harvest. Can I reach? Nah, I can't reach. Okay, that's a bad position then. Then we need to rearrange just a little. Make a little space up there. Maybe we do something like... something like that, perhaps? Call that good. We've got a bunch of cash. Is there anything we want to upgrade? There's really not much more we can fit in the circle here. I realized, too, that we have the mansion. So, for every building in its radius, we're getting 1 gold every minute. So, that's cool. What is this? Begin each battle with a choice of passives. What does the upgrade do? Oh, it starts at level 2. Oh, okay. I don't hate that. This is a strong effect, so I'm happy to see it. Yeah, and we'll just bounce all our stuff in here. And that should finish everything off. We should have 2 new characters. Some of these had, one of these had like a really strong effect. I don't remember what it is. We should farm a ton of gold. Or as much apparently as it lets us farm. Sick. Yeah, apparently there's a maximum amount of gold we can farm. So we've unlocked the Radical, and we've got an achievement, build 15 housing structures. Looks like one of the Lost Boy, damn, I haven't seen Lost Boys in a while, and I've only seen it once. Is it Estevez? Emilio Estevez? No. Is that who it is? I don't know, it doesn't matter. One of the vampire hunting kids. And then we got the physicist. Sweet. 2 new characters, what did we build? Adds 1 passive slot, right, the Carpenter, very strong. And then the fusion reactors contain a minimum of 2 free upgrades from the Candlemaker, so that was huge as well. And now we get a level 2 passive. Awesome. And another achievement, we constructed the Carpenter. Awesome, 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 awesome. Let's go ahead and knock it out. So let's see what these guys do. Starts with the Wind Ball, radicalized by years of solitude. He's also clearly Rambo, right? Plays the game and chooses upgrades automatically. So I don't do anything? I just let him run? That's kind of weird. I don't even know if that's necessary. It's just like passive farming, I guess. And then a pioneer in the field, the physicist is, starts with a light ball. Balls are affected by gravity pulling towards the back of the screen. What does that even mean? So I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm loath to do this because I think it may end up being quite boring. Let's take these 2. We're going to take them to the boneyard. Just to knock that out. But I would very much like to get 2 more gears towards the heavenly deal. So do I not do anything? The AI's picking everything. Interesting. So I think the bend is from the gravity, right? That feels very strong as an effect. Huh. Man, what am I going to talk about while this game just plays itself, right? Now I got to do a podcast. I do want to see these characters win. Get their experience. And I am kind of curious what the AI picks. A lot of times they do some unorthodox stuff and end up unlocking me like evolution paths. And by watching, I almost sometimes end up learning how to play the game a little bit better because I know what to do with some of these characters. I don't know, maybe the AI is just bad. Do like this, what is going on? What is the AI doing? It might not know how to interact with this secondary character very well. I mean, if it can't win this with all the advantages that we have from our town, then I don't know what's going on. It thinks it's shooting... See, I can tell. It thinks the trajectory is shooting straight at this thing on the side, but it's not, because the ball's bending. But it's not taking account of that. Weird. Okay, so this character, we probably don't want to take him with any other characters, because the AI apparently is not good at detecting that the ball is being shot at a curve. Very interesting. So what we're looking at here is probably a loss. These guys are just going to come down here and kill us. How do we exit the run? Can we exit the run? Yeah, let's abandon the run. That's boring and it sucks. I don't want to do that. So, yeah. Let's go and let's play. Let's do something here. So, we have... This character's done everything. You still have to do the lava bits. You have quite a few you have yet to do. trying to think of what we're going to do here. The Repent would be good with this guy. We could take him to the grasslands and then turn around and take him right back to the Heavenly Gates. I don't hate that. You know, there are stronger characters, but... do we have any unlocks? Two blueprints here. Tempted to go there first. Oh no, have we already? Okay, never mind. Let's stick to the plan. Let's do the gory grasslands. Trying to change up all last minute. That's pretty good. Get a golden bull. We'll get some gold out of this run. We'll farm a little. And I think they're just good. And as we build the effigy... I like the slingshot as well. But as we build the effigy build, we may get to see some of the new passive that we've unlocked. Man, we're crushing our bull. Do I want poison? Sure. We already know we have one solid evolution, so we're going to have space. And we're just getting maximum bounces here, man. That's where all our damage comes from. Because remember, our balls do 50% damage, but they gain more damage every time they hit the wall. So let's make them hit the hell out of the wall. Kill the little mice to slow them down. Nice. Yeah, we're letting some gold go. Whatever. I ain't stressing about it. Let's try to get some upgrades here. I don't want to fuse. I want to evolve. We need to get the lightning ball to level 3, though. Let's just banish these and reroll. Yep, and we'll take the artificial heart to make our effigy stronger. I think that's a very important passive if you're going effigy. I don't just think that. I mean, it definitely is. It doubles their HP, which is the whole reason you take them. And here we have the option for more effigies. Could have got the ball to level 3, but I think we're going to get that anyhow. I mean, are we melting or are we a little weak? It's hard to tell. So now that we've got the level 3, we want to come down here and get the evolution. Good stuff. And that ball is super strong. And with the extra space, we definitely want to find something that can evolve either with the Broodmother or the Poison. We'll just have to see what RNG gives us. I don't know how much say we really have in that. So we can hurt the bull, but we don't hurt the soldiers. That's good to know. And I guess that's because there may be strategies where you actually want to kill your own bull. That way you can farm the gold from it. It's not what I'm trying to do, but I think it does work out that way. And this is fine. I think this is a perfectly strong ball. Lots of AoE damage for helping us clear these pretty thick waves. You can see here, I feel very strong with all of our, you know, town upgrades. But even still, we're not clearing that quickly yet. And that's because the balls probably are at 50% strength. Love knowing that we're going to, at the very least, get a minimum of 2 upgrades thanks to that building we just finished. Instead of potential 1 to 5, we get 2 to 5. That's good stuff. Try to max out Earthquake, get that to level 3 as quickly as we can so we can evolve it. Alright, how do we do versus mini-boss? Let's see. These are the guys who are riding, and they're kind of tough. I think we're crushing him. He's already all cracked up. The mount is dead. Level 3 earthquake ball, very good. All of our dreams are coming true. Take the blizzard. Evolution, thank you for the swamp ball. Feel free to pause it for a second and read it. I'm just playing a little quickly because we've seen this one a million times, but feel free to pause that. The charm ball, eh? This may have synergy with the brood mother. We don't know, so let's see. Let's mess with it and see what we can come up with. Worst case scenario, we just fuse it with something else. We got a lot of poison going. We got a... Yeah, there's the charm happening. A lot of poison and a lot of freeze, too. Do we want to touch that? Yeah, we do. Use these two together, huh? It's an idea. Sure. Little blue bug. Okay, so the spawn balls get the blizzard damage. They freeze and deal damage. Okay. With a 45% chance of spawning a baby ball. Will in turn also freeze. I mean, that's pretty damn strong. Use our own soldiers to act as another wall to get bounces. Check that out. That's cool. A lot of pretty colors going on. And this is a new item for us that definitely synergizes with the effigies. Bit of a nombo with the golden bull because you want them to die. Huh. Sure, let's just take the ghostly shield. That's going to make it so that our soldiers and probably our bulls as well are able to go all the way down the field without dying. Which is something we haven't seen before. Especially if we kind of hug one of the soldiers. We like pick one and kind of help them go all the way through. It's not healing them that much actually. Two at a time doesn't strike me as a lot of HP. Maybe it is, though. What do I know? Get some sick bounces, break these dudes up like a union. Been watching Law and Order a bunch with my kids. Looking at like 1990s New York. The amount of union talk is always pretty funny. Of course, there are still unions, but it's a different thing. That's a whole culture I don't know a ton about. I know it from The Wire, Season 2, and from Law and Order. Do we take a poison ball? Sure. I think at this point it doesn't really matter, so let's just feel free to experiment with trying to get different evolutions. Yeah, we have some pretty weak single target damage, it looks like. Thanks to the 50% fall damage, I'm sure. What we need to get is some strong side bounces going on. And we've got some evolved balls, like that swamp ball is still at level 1. That's not good. Let's see if we can take some good angles here. Here, we'll take that. Alright, cool. Let's get some levels going. What are you again? Charmed enemies have a 10% chance of dying after recovering. That's new. Let's re-roll, though. I'd like to see something else. I guess we take that. Because now if there's an evolution we don't know about, we'd be able to make it, but unfortunately there isn't. Do we just fuse these two? I don't love that. I don't love it at all. But is it going to get any better? I guess not. Make a charm poison ball. But now we have no hope of evolving anything else. The ideal scenario, I think, is just to keep evolving. And we're kind of stopped from doing that now. Get some laser beams, pew-pewing. Got the bare minimum on that one. I'm just kind of enjoying the light show. I said bare minimum, and it like triggered a reference in my brain, and I was struggling for a second to remember what it was, and I finally pulled it out of there. I was thinking Office Space. When, what is it, Jennifer Aniston is getting the speech from her restaurant manager about why she should wear more flair. It's a good one. And he's telling her about doing the minimum effort because she has the minimum, I think, like 13 pieces of flair. Love that movie, man. Two chicks at the same time. Out of context, that doesn't mean anything. Or maybe it means something totally different. Probably my favorite quote from that movie. Okay, with the level 3 horizontal laser ball, we might get a chance before the final boss to fuse it. And we'll see if it lets us do that, fuse it with anything. What do we take here? Reroll. I don't want any of this. Reroll. I don't want any of this. Stone allies can now be damaged, but you heal by 2. See, this is like... I don't know. We could take... We're going to take it. No, we're going to reroll. It's new. Let's take the healer instead. The healer heals us, and we don't have to kill our guys. That seems just better, right? I could farm our effigies for HP, which is definitely strong. But we're at full HP, so I don't know. Probably not necessary. And we're going to have time after this for one more run, and I'm going to try to take on the Heavenly Gates, probably with these same 2 characters. We haven't gotten a blueprint from this. I don't think there were any blueprints for us to get, right? Get the healer effigy. Dodge it up. Thank you, thank you. I mean, are effigies doing any damage to this guy when he bumps into them? I don't know. Go up and then come down. Very easy to dodge. And our balls are breaking a lot of the arrows, too. And just slowly scoot back down. I'm sure if we amp this up to hard mode, which I haven't done yet, and we probably will at some point in the game, just get straight up too easy. Which I guess it kind of already is starting to get a little easy. I'm relying on the new levels to provide the difficulty, but whenever we have to go back to the old levels, we should probably amp it up to hard. Just to see what that's like. Return to base, get an additional harvest off. What I'm expecting to get, I don't know, because if I'm not upgrading anything, we're not really... What do we have here? We can upgrade our necromancer. Meh. There's some strong stuff here that we could min-max, but we're just gonna harvest whatever and then go play. Might even want to expand. Take another plot for ourselves. Not 100% sure what's giving us all that additional time. Maybe it's some abilities that our characters have. Let's go ahead and expand. And we'll probably be happy to have done that if we end up unlocking a few more buildings. So now we are going to take, what is it, the same characters. And we're going to take them to the Heavenly Gates and see how we do. Let's do it. And with 4 blueprints as of yet undiscovered. Hoping to get some good buildings. I don't know if we'll get an additional character, but... What are we taking here? Could get the bleed ball to try to make the leech. Or just take the easy way. Perhaps. Could go for like a baby ball synergy. I really enjoyed the hand fan last time. Let's take that, the turret. Because we're going to get twice as many balls, I think. It probably still applies to the turret as well. But thanks to the Repentance passive ability. I mean, look at that. And then the cell. I like that. Yeah, that's what we want. We want to go cell with Broodmother. And then we'll go the Frost Ball with the Burning Ball. Oh man, look how fast they're coming. Spooky. We need all the DPS we can get, huh? We got to get these evolutions ASAP. Was tempted there to take that Frost passive. Because when we start freezing everything, which I'm hoping to do, we're going to be happy for that AoE. Man, is this just because of the 50% damage reduction that we're getting kind of overwhelmed a little bit? I have to imagine. This is really good. I'm just going to banish these two. And let's re-roll. The faster we get to our upgrades, the better. Thought about taking the AoE damage, but if I'm going to try to lean into the Baby Ball synergy, then our primary source of damage is not going to come from AoE damage. We might still have some, incidentally, but it's not going to be the biggest part of our strategy. So with this fully upgraded, we should be able to get that evolution now. Which, when enemies die, if they've been hit, they explode into the Magnet Ball. So what we want now is to fuse something with AoE into this. A laser ball, the wind ball, something like that. So that more of the tiles will be affected by, like, that maggot dot, I guess. I don't know what else to call it. And then we'll see way more spawns. I mean, like, way more spawns of baby balls if I'm understanding how it works correctly, which I think I am. Another cell, huh? I mean, that's pretty good. If I could even get another brood mother after our next evolution. But we need to get our fireball up to level 3. It's only level 1 still. Yep. We're going to prioritize that. No, I didn't want to pick that up, but that's okay. We're kind of in desperate need of levels. And getting 5 levels there is pretty clutch. Our DPS just went up a lot. In the market, perhaps, for a relevant passive. Just as badly as we are for an evolution. Man, getting slightly overwhelmed here. Oof. What we don't have is piercing, man. So these, like, nurse enemies are able to sit and heal. And there's a lot of them. Okay, we've got an evolution. Let's get that going. And then see what we can roll into next. All of these baby balls, though, are giving me great cover against all these arrows. We've been up in the face of the enemies and haven't taken a single arrow hit yet. So, effigies are cool and all. I don't want to do that again. I want to try. I mean, that's at least a synergy. That's not what I'm trying to do, but I'll take it. I think we kind of, like, beggars can't be choosers at the moment type of situation. Especially with the mini-boss spawning. If I would have rolled into something like really bad or some useless passives, we could have been in real trouble against this enemy. Kill these nurses so we stop whatever healing they might be doing. Poison as fast to level 3 as we can. We're cracking this thing up pretty good. Man, I like the pressure valve, and I think we need it. I think we're not quite doing enough AoE damage. And we got a blueprint. Adds a ball slot. That's what we wanted, man. The bag maker, and it costs 5,000 gold. And last time we did this, we ended up picking up a zillion gold. So maybe I don't need to be worried about that number just yet. Okay, just put the levels in the bag, baby. But now that we got the pressure cooker, we should see some of that triggering. As enemies die, they'll do damage to the other enemies around them. And we really need some clearing here. And we need piercing, man. I think that's the biggest thing we're missing. Ghost ball wouldn't be bad. We take that. Ah, managed to hit us. That's not good. We haven't been hit like that in a while. Pressure cooker me. We need wall bounces to get additional damage. Man, they got so much HP. Man, look at that brick coming at us, man. So we're probably going to die here. We're going to revive after it clears the front rows for us. We're going to try not to die. I haven't given up, but it's looking like we're pretty damn dead. I think this is doable. I just don't know if we got quite the right balls. Or if we, this wouldn't be bad. I'm going to take a reroll, though. Yeah, more baby balls. That's what we wanted earlier. We need the horn, man. We need to get a ton of extra damage on those. We leaned into them, but we never really got the right passives. And here we go. Now we're dead. And I don't know if the respawn is gonna help us. Yep, we respawn. Yeah, we just didn't have enough AoE. Piercing would have done that for us. And we don't have any. I mean, like, none. No lasers, no wind, no ghost. Damn, and down we go. Rough. What a rough one. But we're probably just going to go ahead and return to base and end the episode here. But when we come back next episode, we're going to make it a top priority to go ahead and clear the heaven. That way we can see what the next level is, man. There's no way we got the cash to build this, right? We need $5 grand. But yeah, we'll do a little harvest here before we go. There's nothing to harvest. Okay, well, whatever. We'll send them off and say our sayonaras as I sip my refreshing water. Something fancy I started doing. Went to a nice restaurant near the house a while back. And when they bring you water to the table, they also bring you a nice little tray with like freshly cut oranges and lemons and limes and all the stuff for you to add to your water if you'd like. And I have grown to love a slice of orange in my water, man. Some ice and some sliced oranges. It's just a little pro tip. Alright. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Brett. Channel's Good Talk Gaming. And as always, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Take care.